This is a live look at Carter Finley Stadium in Raleigh, North Carolina. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. It's the Tennessee Volunteers and the NC State Wolfpack. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
So much good football in the Triangle, but one of the best stadiums in that area is Carter Finley Stadium. NC State gets it rocking. The red and black, 50,000 plus. This is one of the most fun places to watch a game in North Carolina. Reese?
Okay, Holly. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Season Alley, turning it on. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
And that's something you're always worried about. The first drive, it's a good play by the defense, but you're worried about your freshmen settling in a tough environment on the road, the crowd going bananas. Palmer, he makes the early mistake, and I look forward to watching this kid. How does he respond to some early adversity?
Yeah, he hasn't played in a lot of environments like this throughout his career. There's no question. So this is obviously a major challenge. If I'm the head coach now, I'm pulling him aside, and I'm saying, hey, listen, interceptions are going to happen. Let's get that one out of the way now. Let's learn from it. Let's move forward. But as a play caller, you got to help this young quarterback out now. You have to run the ball. You got to find him some easy completions to get his confidence back. Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Give to the running back. See some running room. Turning on the Jets. And he'll finish the ride at the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This drive, finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
I think a lot of of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield just like right there and create a TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. And the Volunteers send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes the catch at the 35. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Unloads to the wideout. The short hands. It's Snow. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a 1st down.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Fires to the right. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. So here is the Tennessee offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive, and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the 2nd one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this 3rd possession.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Sets his feet, it's Bailey. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Right side, it's Scott. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
The Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Some misdirection with the counter. Driven back. They tried to get the defense going the wrong way with the counter, but nothing doing.
Aggressive defense, attacking defense. You want to hit them with those counters, but it wasn't successful in this play. Defensive line, linebackers, everybody's dialed in. They see what's going on. They diagnose it, go downhill, hit them right in the middle of the field.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Pulls and fired complete. Open space at the 25. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Gonna run it. It's Bishop. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. He's going to take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And sometimes as a quarterback, man, you're sitting on that sideline and you watch the other guy go out and just deal, right? And put together a drive, score a touchdown, and you want to come out and you want to answer and you want to be aggressive. And sometimes you take shots, sometimes you force things. So I would recommend to him, just stay within the offense, take what the defense gives you, don't be too aggressive.
Got his man in the middle. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
physical. It's just kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue-collar guys that want to work.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Gordon. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. We reach the break. It's NC State on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They've got a first down here to open the period. Sells to run, looking to pass. Throws for the tight end. That's caught. It's Thomas. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
First down for the offense.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Middle of the end zone. He's got it.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So Reese with that drive, I think.
Breaks away on the left. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Well, the head coach told us in pregame he liked the way his defense's speed matched up, and it's really hard to get the edge against these guys.
Yeah, and everybody wants to run outside and get their fast guys in space, but you look at how fast these backers close and run to the football, it looks like you've got a little bit of space out wide, and then, boom, it's gone in a hurry.
Leaves it with the back. Can't get him to the ground. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. To the air, it's Bailey. Caught. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Wide receiver going in motion. Hits inside. It's Scott. Give him a pickup of 2. Now 2nd and 8.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
They'll move the tight end. Hand off again. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Shotgun snap on third down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. And this one splits the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need...
And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on third down. Now the Wolfpack will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Trying to beat the D deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Fires to the wideout. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Scott. They stop him at the 23. Good pickup, but not quite enough for the first down. It'll bring up fourth down. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Well, they were able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Takes the handoff. It's Bishop. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
Gain of 21 on the play. And that's a first down for the offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. Looking to the big tight end. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Wants to go up top on second down. Fires left. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Quarterback had everything he wanted there. He knew pre-snap exactly where he was going. Of course he was going to be going towards his primary target, but just can't hook up for the completion.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Timeout is called. It's the 2nd charge to Tennessee. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. Looking for room. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. their own 41. Fresh setter downs going to the air. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Turns out it's Bishop. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Timeout called by NC State. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Snags it. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Straight ahead, it's Bishop. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Left side, it's Jackson. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Fresh set of downs going up top. Unloads to the wideout. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, the defense is just making more plays up to this point in the game. Whenever the offense is taking shots, they're there and they're answering the bell. That time, great job forcing the incompletion. Defense right now looking good.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Boy, that field goal really could have helped the mental health, but it's still a 13-point game. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Push is ahead. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. here. Offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. And it seems like every time they throw it, it's first down time in Tennessee.
First down time, and then let's go again. Let's throw it again. These offenses are not afraid to throw the football. When you've got a trigger man you trust, let it rip.
Out wide left, it's Jackson. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign. But you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the drive, coming up with a big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along now and score some more points.
They'll need a bunch on second down. They'll give it to Hardy. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. And the rarely seen illegal forward pass penalty brings up second and long. Running inside, it's Gordon. Across the 10. Touchdown Volunteers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, how nice is it to be down and you need to score points when you can just hand it to your running back and he can make big plays like that. Jesse, they're going to need more of those to get back into the football game. They've dug themselves a little bit hole, but that was a good start.
Yeah, I think the defense probably kicking themselves too. I don't know if in this 2-minute type situation if they're expecting them to run the football, but somehow, some way, you've got to be able to gang tackle this guy and not let him take it to the house from that distance and score points. Moving forward now, the run defense has got to shore up for this defense.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Motion from the back. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Left side, it's Scott. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Turns it upfield. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Fires to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And they'll take over first and 10.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. On the ground, it's Bishop. All over him immediately. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
And the Vols with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, give to Hardy. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Vols! Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. Man, I hope the kicker's okay after that penalty. You've got to worry about protecting them when they're on that plant leg.
Set to kick off.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Give to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Fires to the right. Misses receiver there, it's incomplete. Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. He's changing the play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds a man in the middle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and he gets a good release, gets down the field.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
If a free safety comes blitzing, you've got to throw a slant behind it to the receiver. So that time, the quarterback and receiver, they may not have been on the same page.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on 1st down. Makes him talk to the hand. Got him right there.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was 2nd and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, NC State! And that one will give him the lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. Quarterback keeps it. He finds the end zone for the 2, and now the lead is 7. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Drops back on 1st down. It falls incomplete and will change ends of the field to get things started back up. We've reached the end of the quarter and NC State has the edge. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip and tuck affair. Now just about ready to snap it to start the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Cuts it upfield. It's Bishop. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. As if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Jackson. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That pass is incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Extending the play. He's going to take off. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I really like the belief and the discipline by this QB because he drops back, he wants to throw the football, he sees it's covered, but he says, I can go get it, and takes off and barely gets enough for the first down, but way to pull the trigger, run it with authority.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up the short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Davis. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Volunteers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking for space, it's Bishop. Showing off the arms. Breaks into the... just steamrolling the defense. Big run there. Gets it inside the 20, all the way down to the 14 before he goes out of bounds. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle. You saw it on that play.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the single back. And he's in! Touchdown, Tennessee! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Dropping back, it's Bailey. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Running it to the right. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He fires one deep over the middle. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
After that incompletion here, tied in the 4th quarter, you've got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want to stay aggressive and try and go win this game now and bleed a little bit more clock? Or do you trust your defense if you punt this away to get you the ball back so you can still win?
The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown? There he goes! And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Follows his blocks. It's Gordon. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Finds his man. Touchdown, Volunteers! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Right side, it's Huffman. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
They're all over him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Out wide right, it's Jackson. He's not quite going to make it. A pickup of 3, and after the 2-minute timeout, it'll be 4th down. So can the defense get one more stop, one more time, and hold on to this lead? Snapped it, and he has to have it. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Man, I'm going to be curious to see this offense down the stretch. That's back-to-back runs. This is a pivotal part of the game. We're in the 4th quarter. Like, what are they going to lean on? What weapon are they going to go to find a way to get across the finish line?
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. 4th down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Oh, the defense moved in there too quickly. You think it's never going to work until it does, and that'll be a 1st down. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. Reels it in. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
Well, this certainly hasn't been a career day for the quarterback, right? He's thrown a couple of picks, hasn't thrown for a ton of yards, but his team is in position to win this game, and they need him to make plays now, a 2-minute situation, to pull this one out. He's got the talent to do it. Let's find out what he does.
NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Bailey. He's going to throw deep right side. Makes a deep grab. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. The Wolfpack hoping to pay off this red zone trip. Wants to throw on 1st. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
How about the defense coming up in the clutch? Stop. If they can go down the field and tie this game up, I'm in a tough situation. How do I respond? Forcing the turnover offense. Go do your thing. Get me a 1st down. Finish this ball game.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. First play of the drive comes from the 22. The handoff. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run, but now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Keep it on the ground. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to put this one in the vault. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left.
And that's not a surprise to anybody, including the defense, that they turn and they give it to their running back, who they've been giving it to all game long. Up front, the offensive line, they deserve a ton of credit. Blocked and paved the way. This rushing attack has been lethal, and I'm not surprised that's how they end this football game.
And that's the kind of guy, too, David, you want at the end of the game, because he wants the ball into his hands to ice this thing. He's looking over the sidelines before that play call, and he's like, give it to me, let me finish this thing and win this game for us, and that's exactly what happened.